absolutely hilarious. The parcel guy. Sound, you know, lad. Nice one for being a sub, mate. And you, Mr. Wisdom Dude. Jay Byrne, I don't believe in God, I believe in science, mate. Good on you, Jay. Be putting a wall when you're 50. There's Kate Lacey, Irish. Jesus Christ, there's a saviour. Johnny Jones, lifting them fives, lad. That's right, Johnny. Little 0.5 for yourself there, girl. That's right, lad. What's up, Jezza? What a name, Jezza. Might call yourself that, lad. Joe. Pudding day.
That's what I thought too, until I saw my auntie at a family party. I didn't even recognize her at first until she came over to say hi. It was crazy. She was literally half the size.
Let's get rid of a few people that don't like being in the live. I think they're misrepresenting us here.
She said it was a simple drink that she made every night using ingredients that she found at her local grocery store. She said it apparently cleared some sort of
Digger John, what is kid? Crypto. Charles, Geordie.
It only took 10 seconds each day. She said she lost a lot of weight in the first 2 weeks and kept it off ever since. She said apparently thousands of people were doing it and seeing the same results. I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try and boy, oh my god, I did. The weight started dropping off just like that. I couldn't believe it. I felt like a new person. I could fit into my old jeans and dresses again and had more energy and confidence than ever before. And the best.
How are you, Paulie Dub? DMB local. Terry Wonga, committee member. Nice one, Cesar. Sammy, Lauren, Kate, it's been sound, lad. Been sound, lad. I've me. I must have been like biting me fucking, grinding my teeth, so my jaw's been fucking hurting down my throat here. I think it's when I'm going through a madness, when I'm sleeping, fucking, not biting my cheeks and all, just like tensing my jaw. But because it's heavy on this side, it feels like I'm breaking my fucking jaw. Yes, Adam, I think it's something to do with the PTSD and all that, but I've been getting told by the doctor, to get them gum shields. I need to get these things for my teeth for when I go to bed. It's pushing all my teeth in sometimes, and then it's spreading them sometimes, then pushing them sometimes to loosen them. Do you understand what I mean? I'll be corrected, I'm just going through waves. Yes, Debbie, Geordie, the parcel guy, the sub, hope you're well, mate. Still have to say that. Say what, mate? Mrs. does that, tooth grinder. Myth bestie, it's a sign of stress. It's a sign of, like, my ma's been doing it since we were kids. More so after she lost Billy. You can hear me ma when she's in a room grinding her teeth and having nightmares. Early hours in the morning. Like a nightmare in there it was when I was living in there. Yes, Mad Mick, Debbie Hughes, Geordie. You trained today? No, lad. Just that all day. Not much, like, but needed it. Had a few hectic days in Liverpool. So when you're used to like a quiet life, and then all of a sudden it's going whoosh for like 3 days active travelling back and forth, this that. It takes it out of you, doesn't it? Adam John Blay, but it's alright to rest from the gym. That's where the growth is. Michael Gott. I was watching this the other day, Ronnie Drew's Guide to Dublin, 1988. Adam John Blay, how are you? Clickbaiters are in. How are you, Jackie? It's mad the way grown men clickbaiting it. Mr. Irish, amazing man Ronnie was blessing. Adam's just chilling. Claire Taurus saying hi. All the dots are E-led. Hope you well. Got a little tune going there, didn't I? Did you hear it with my fingers?
And look, Grammarly knows ours is not difficult, so it can take out the jargon and make sense.
Yes, Lee, are you good?
Cool. And with Grammarly across 500,000 apps and websites,
Carol's just gone to bed. That's right, girl.
Download Grammarly for free.
Paul Dubbs from Dublin. Good on you, lad. Protect the women and children, doesn't matter who they are. I did, haha. Imagine being a fully grown man and making emails. It's weird, isn't it? The parcel guy, it's off its barnet, lad. So how it going, says Roy? Everything's cool, kid. How are you? Are you okay from the Isle of Wight? Sure am, Peter. Isle of Wight. Oh no. Oh yeah, Isle of Wight's boss, mate, isn't it? Shame about the jails on there, innit? You've got Camp Hill, Albany and Parkhurst. If you've got a boyfriend over there in any of them prisons, guess what they are? If you've got a little prisoner pal and he's in any of them prisons on the Isle of Wight, guess what he is? There's a reason why he's being sent to them 3 jails. It holds that type of guy. The ones we refer to as Pakistani guys in this country, they send that type to them 3 prisons. Honest Carol, Adam John Bly say Albany does. They all do that because what they done years ago when I was in custody, to make it easier, well, what it was to run the prison cheaper. They put loads of prisons into clusters. So they put Camp Hill, Albany, Parkhurst into HMP Isle of Wight. Instead of having HMP this and this, it became HMP Isle of Wight, I think. A cluster. So one governor ran 3 prisons. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, Becky, Kelly Mack. And they've done the same in Yorkshire, with a few prisons in Yorkshire, put them into a cluster. I think it was like Lindholme, Doncaster and another one. Nice one, Lucy Lar. But there's certain prison establishments that are designated to that type of offender. Now you'll get some serious violent armed robbers and people like that get sent to these gaffs. because the courses they need to do are that type of intense course, so they say. Like, what's that prison? But anyway, there's loads of notorious them types of prisons. Like Ryle. You got a boyfriend in Ryle? Trust me, a lot of girls out here are writing to lads in prison. And particular prisons, if your fella's in there, he's a suspect. End of. Even if you've been with a fella out here and all of a sudden he's in jail and you're writing to him and he's in like a Parkhurst, a Ryle, you know, other units, they are what they are. They've got mad histories. Live daily, come support, show some love box battles, Tom Moore's. Fucking leg it, lad. Clickbaiting weirdo, aren't you? Spin it, lad. Go and have a bifter with you now. Trump wants to open Alcatraz again. Good. I think I told you, didn't I? What about Full Sutton? Well, there's one unit on there. There's one unit in there designated to that type of people, and anyone that's willing to live amongst them. They're all the same, aren't they? If you're willing to hit the numbers and live with that shower of shit, you just like them. Simple as fucking that. I don't give a fuck who you are or who is on your case. You don't do a stalker. Yeah, sperms. CR sorcery. All these trolls wouldn't say shit to you on the streets. It's not about that, is it, Johnny? Trolls are trolls, lad. You know, you know when it's not a troll. He weren't a troll. That's the difference with that kid who I've just blocked there. I should have left him in because he was screaming his mouth off, but he's not a troll. Couple of reasons. His profile was genuine. His picture was genuine. There was an identity behind a profile. Do you get what I'm saying? So he was not really a troll. He's just a little dickhead coming in trying to click. And a clickbaiter and a troll's different. He's probably being encouraged. He's probably being sat around a gang of fucking helmets somewhere, heard me getting spoke about somewhere, and just come in and went, hasn't got a clue. Probably a little MMA fighter down there, and they've all got this ego and this I'm fantastic type of thing, haven't they? All you lads that don't do your MMA and your boxing on the estates, you know how they carry themselves, them soft cunts. So what, you can have a fucking scrap, you can't take a bullet in your fod, so shut the fuck up. And that's what the kids' attitude is on the streets. That's why you don't see them type of people on the streets. It's not because they don't want to be there, it's too dangerous for them. Trust me. But at the same time, people, you know, it's been like that for years and years. The boxers, it was the boxers years ago because MMA weren't there. But when we were growing up, MMA wasn't relevant or it wasn't in practice. It was the boxers. And I'll tell you straight up, you ask any kid from early 90s who was the biggest bully on their estates, and I'll tell you, the local boxer and the boxers. Used to walk around thinking they were fucking solid, threatening people and all that. You get people like me going, fuck off, what do you think you are? Not giving a fuck. But that happened everywhere. Adam John Bly saying that ain't right. Well, it's not right where you're from. And they've always had this shield of protection around them, have they? I mean, if you look how they behave and that's just a gang of fucking helmets, aren't they, really? Not all of them, obviously some boss kids. There's some decent kids, but them ones that are sniffing coke and trying to portray themselves as professional fucking boxers, they're just helmets, mate. Idiots. And most gyms, the most them fighters you're seeing on these little daft fucking platforms from Liverpool. I mean the Scouse boxers from Liverpool that you're seeing on these misfits and these big promotions with Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, they're just rough-ass cokeheads off screen. Honest, I'm not lying. I'm not trying to put the sport down. I'm just telling you how it is. Rough-ass cokeheads when they've got no fights coming up. Simple as that. You can imagine one of their after parties, can't you? Fucking all chatting, major fucking devil dust rolling off the fucking nose. Anyway, let's keep it going. Will you sing out? Got Bobba. Jealousy is oozing from you. Fucking hell. Do you understand the definition of jealousy? Do you? You've got two things that people mix up an awful fucking lot, and that's envious and jealousy. Jealousy is when someone's got something you want. That's jealousy. Envious is when you're looking at someone that's smashing it and going, fucking hell, look at that. That's the difference, okay? Now, there ain't no fucking boxer out there who I've spoke about, or MMA fighter that I've ever spoke about, or drug dealing fucking scumbag who I've ever spoke about, that's got anything I want. Nothing. So that removes the jealousy, doesn't it? Removes the jealousy, doesn't it? Now, why would I want to be like them? Because this is how I'm going to remove the envy and what you're talking about. Why would I want to get my face punched in every week? Why would I want to end up close to a vegetable at the age of 50? Why would I want to do that to myself when I'm not going nowhere in that sport? Why would I want to believe that I'm going to be the best boxer in the world when deep down I know I'm not? So why am I putting myself in a 12-foot fucking ring, getting my face stoved in every other month to think I'm this something I'm not? So it just removes both allegations from you, doesn't it? Think about it. Again, I'm not writing all kids off that go to boxing, because all kids aren't fucked with the ego trying to be celebrities and sniffing cocaine in the parties. You've got pure boss kids that are boxing on this path. Unfortunately, like I've been identifying because everyone's scared to, it's a false employment path. It's a false thing. You've got 10,000 boxers all the age of 16. 100 of them are going to make it to the TV screen. And that's where your kids want to be. So you're going to have 9,900 other kids going for fucking years, getting sparred, getting battered, getting wasted, getting bruised up, getting broken nose, getting psychologically fucked. And then when they're 21, they get absolutely fucking nothing out of it. Nothing but a traumatic adult life. Why? Because every hiding's trauma. Every fucking beating you take in that ring is trauma. And I don't give a shit who you are, or how big you are, or what sort of boxer you are, what reputation, what rank you're at. Every hard beating you take in that ring, it's traumatic for you later on in life. Fact. You ask any boxer who's been there like a journeyman, because there's fucking thousands of them. Journeyman, you've got journey kids these days, don't get your shit in a twist. You've got kids in gyms getting led to believe that they're going to be the next fucking thing just so they can fill that sparring thing there. Just so they can throw him in with him. Keep him engaged, give him the hope. Knowing you're just getting wasted by my man while he goes places. And there's loads of them lining up for it. Getting their noses broke. Shit like this, lad. Fucking mad. It's making all our men look fucking ugly. All walking around with scatty fucking heads on them, all shit fucked up beards. I remember years ago, mate, everyone that bounced out their house, like, they had short back and sides, clean shaven, looking fucking decent. Now you've got white kids walking around like the black kids. Got white kids walking around with the kicks fucking halfway down the back of their legs and shit. You can't tell the difference if you walk through Liverpool who's a Muslim and who's a Christian, and that's why it was all pushed at you. That's why they wanted you to make them feel more better in the community. That's what it was. That's why you all started growing your beards, because they wanted you to grow your fucking beards. You all fell into it like sheep, all giving me shit because I'm clean shaven. Looking sharp as fuck every time I get up in the morning. You're going around with fucking food stuck in your fucking beards and all this shit, looking scruffy as hell, mate. It's the way they wanted you. The way you're dressing, lad. Where's your identity gone from Liverpool? Where's your identity, Liverpool? Because you look at Manchester, they're all like yous. Yous look like Manx. Yous kids look like Manchester kids. Simple as that. Walking around with scruffy beards and smad cat heads and that, thinking that's the way forward. Sort your fucking lives out, mate. Honest to God, get your identities back. Short back and sides, clean shaven, fucking spotless, dress well. Clean. Walking around like fucking potheads. You're not even a pothead. You just look fuck because you've got a beard and long hair. In the nicest of ways, without offending all you long-haired lads there. Understand where I'm coming from now. There's a reason why you're losing your identity. It's not your fault. It's what they want, it's what the powers that be want. Everything they do is to remove your identification and replace it with a European one. If you look at the bigger picture of what they're doing around the European countries. All uniform, mates, aren't yous? Yous all look the same. You're all wearing the same Louis Vuitton. You're all wearing the same shades. You're all wearing the same tracksuits, same caps, driving the same cars, listening to the same music, and you think you're this leading fucking gang. You're all a gang of fucking sheep, I'll tell you that. Easy. You're all fucking doing as you're told, mate. Mad. And you stand there on your corner like you're the only unique gang that looks like you. You're the only unique gang that's got surons. You're the only unique gang that's got a little graphone. Do you understand? There's fucking thousands of yous splattered up and down the country, and for some reason you think you're unique. You think you're not a follower. You think you're leading shit in this space. You're leading fuck all. You've all been led astray. Look how you're dressing. Look how you're looking after yourselves. Just look what the fuck you're doing to your communities. And it's on every community. None of yous are different. The only thing that's different is the tone of your voice. That's it. Your pronunciation of your dialect of language. That's the only difference. I can go and get a gang off the street in Salford, a gang off the street in Birmingham, a gang off the street in Toxteth, a gang off the street in Norris Green, a gang off the street in London, and bang them all on a five-a-side football pitch in a line, and you wouldn't have a fucking clue that they're not with each other. All dressed the same, all got the same style, all got the same fashion, all wearing the same type of jewels, all got the same types of bikes, all with the same type of fucking weird looking birds. These are all the same, man. You need to snap out of that shit because they're leading you into a fucking mess. Most of you are going to snap out of it when you're fucking 35 and think, what have I just done there? How have I just been there? Look what you're going to look back at. How was you? This isn't me giving people shit like I've got the best life in the world. I'm just saying I'm not like yous, mate. I can grow a beard. I can have a scatty mad head. Fuck that, la. Gotta respect yourselves. And it all starts with your personal hygiene and your fucking keeping it clean and sharp. It's where it all starts, mate. It doesn't start a mile away. It starts right here. All this starts all here, mate. If you can't get up and wash your fucking face in the morning, what life have you got 15 years down the line? If you can't brush your teeth once a fucking day, what the fuck are you going to have in your mouth 10 years down the line? Snap out of that fucking group mentality. You're being led by monsters, mate. You're led by the fashion and the music, like every culture. And the fashion and the music you're being dragged into is messy, mate. Look at the people that represent you, mate. Look at the people that represent you. You know what I mean? Look what your kids are represented by. Drill artists. That's who representing your kids today. Drill artists. How the fuck these drill artists are getting onto commercial platforms, being pushed out, pushed across your TVs, pushed across your radio stations, and then they're getting lifed off or sentenced to 15 years for encroach chats. And this is happening. And your kids have been watching him, he's gone to jail. Watching him, he's gone to jail. Buzzing with him, he's just come out of jail. Yeah, he's gone to jail. Oh, he's being shot, he's being stabbed. Oh, his birds. Oh, he's just being robbed on video. Had his neck. And this is what your kids are absorbed in. From an early age. Gang, gang, gang. But these are the people that's representing your children these days. Yes, Tricia? Kelly? And it's not jealousy again. Like people try to insinuate, oh, he's just jealous. Jealous of what? What have they got that I need? Nothing.
It's all about
Nothing.
creating spaces and then
Hated that kind of music. Is that what you call it? Well, that's what it's called. Bad drill music. That's the title of it, isn't it? Like to fuck us up, they introduced us to hip hop, rap music. I don't know what rap music's short for. R-A-P, or is it just rap? But anyway, they introduced that shit to us, and it completely changed our mentality. Fact, you ask anyone, 35 up, 30 up actually. You ask anyone 30 up who started listening to like G-Unit, Master P, 50 Cent, you know, this Biggie Smalls. So when the G-Unit and all that kicked in, it was just next. Everything just changed with us all. Everything just changed with us all. Before hip hop, you'd hear like Brown Eyed Girls and that, you know, by the Eagles. You'd hear dance music. The only cars that would go blasting music would be like the old school gangsters who was listening to fucking like Elvis Presley. And you'd hear some big mad car come past with an Elvis song blasting. As soon as hip hop came round, you had all the little helmets who thought they were fucking gangsters blasting Biggie Smalls out the cars and that. So it just set off a big fucking. And then you started getting into like. It came in mild at first, didn't it? It was like mild, you had like your Vanilla Ices and shit, didn't you? Then you had your like fucking. Your MC Hammers. So it was like mild pushed on as a first, you know, you were getting the beats and then all of a sudden this shit kicked in, the heavy stuff, where you got like Life After Death by fucking The Stalker, Know what I mean? Just the titles and shit. The shit they started speaking about. So when hip hop came into the city, the murder rate started climbing. And the gang activity, and the drug dealing, and everything hip hop was about started fucking galvanising itself. And here we are now. It was losing its speed. That's why we had loads of people going into recovery, didn't we? A lot of people started going in recovery on the back of what hip hop done and drugs done to our communities. So there's a lot of people coming away from that type of thinking, wasn't there? The kids weren't linking onto hip hop the way the us did. So years ago we all liked garage, but the kids don't like garage. Years ago we all liked hip hop, but the kids didn't like hip hop, so it weren't captivating the way it captivated our generation. So to keep that going, they invent a new similar breed of hip hop to captivate the youth. And everything they spin in them lyrics is going into the kids. You talk about this masculinity and how young lads are treating girls like shit. Drill music. How's this nice polite kid who's in college all of a sudden slapping his beard up and treating her like shit? Because he's got that shite on his headphones. But it's all meant, innit? Come on, think about it. Let's think about it. How are you getting kids going viral from prison, getting out and getting put across radio stations and blasted across tellies and made into millionaires and flaunting and boasting about their life? Do you think this is just a natural, he's just landed on a good one there? Think about it. Anyway, just do what you're doing. If you're happy what you're doing, crack on, If you're happy being that way, just be that way. You mightn't think there's anything wrong with being the way you are. I'm not saying there is, to be honest with you. I'm just saying there's a lot of people conditioned to the fucking hilt and they're running round like they're unique. And this is what happens, you know, lad, and this is the way they've done it. I was saying this time ago. And I keep on coming back to it because I think it's a valid point, to be honest. Fucking, you know where I keep on speaking when you're at a mechanic and he's under the engine learning the skills and he'll fail, correct it, go again, fail, correct it. Eventually he'll be the best kid under the engine. What you've got with everyone now, whether the drill artists, whether the actors, whether the computer experts, whether the anything, they've got qualifications. And them qualifications, they call them goals, but they're dead ends, aren't they? Why? Because listen, you know when you're learning off the cuff instead of by the book, everyone develops different strengths and different weaknesses. Do you understand? But if everyone's learned by the book, taught by the book, everyone gets to the same level and there's no difference. So it's like we're getting to the end of the board game now and everything's just the fucking same. Doesn't matter what drill artist it is. We've heard the beats before. We've heard that before. We've heard that. We've saw that. We've done that before. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's because, like I said, mechanics. If you have two mechanics, one's taught by the book and one's taught under an engine, the one under the engine is going to shine like a fucking superstar, and this one's just going to be like the other million that was taught by the book. So if you go to college to be a mechanic and get to the fucking highest level you can, you're nothing fucking special. Why? because thousands have got to the same level as you. Without that book, you would go past that level. You'd probably invent your own combustion engine, but because you fucked on a book, you just stayed a mechanic. If the book wasn't there, your mind would have opened up more. Do you understand? And this is what these qualifications have done for everyone, even in sport. Boxing. Look what they've done in boxing. Now it's all good, isn't it? Because if you look at this like Hatton project, you know, this college that he's got, the Hatton course, it's boss. But the point I'm making is all them boxers are going to be exactly the fucking same because they've all reached the same level to gain that one qualification. So there's not going to... You'll be able to see a Hatton boxer in the year. Why? The way he's standing, the way they're throwing punches. Why? Because it's done by textbook. Anyway, some of you will understand, some of you won't. To bastardise it all, it simply means you learn more from experience than what you would do any fucking book. Kingpin, Mark. Sean. Anyway, let's keep it going. There's loads of things to discuss if you bring them up. Anthony Wilder was basically self-taught. Did well for a while, say he's communist. Well, he just overstayed his welcome, didn't he? You know, some spaces you're meant to tap in, take your recognition and tap out.
Yeah, and that does with the playground. When it happens there, I can't see something, I can keep my cash flow flat. By giving my customers more ways to pay.
A lot of images of boxers as well, they put out this image like everything's secure because they've got money, they're financially secure. But you've got to understand that, like I keep on saying, half of these young lads that are boxing, they've been on the sniff, they've been on mad parties, they're dead laxy-daisy with the dough, they think they're fucking celebrities because they get this fucking... So like, you see loads of times in Liverpool, you get the face of boxing in Liverpool, all of a sudden he's pushed into this little snide bit of limelight in the city. And when he's going to clubs, he's getting walkovers. And when he's going to restaurants, he's getting treated extra special. You know, because he's got a public fucking... a public image that's good. He gets treated by all these people extra special. And that gives... And unless these kids stay grounded and have got the right people grounded around them, they end up on a fucking mad one. It goes to their heads. The local drug dealers start wanting to be a part of the attention, want to start bending onto the notoriety. You'll have ex-boxers, ex-MMAs or washed up ones that still want to think they're part of the game, jumping in. They fuck their career up because of the coke. Silently, cokeheads always hate on next man. So they'll be looking at this kid going, let's get him on the coke so we fuck his career up like mine. And you might think this doesn't happen, but it fucking does, mate. Honest to God. And a lot of young lads in Liverpool who were on the right path, going to them world fucking title places, fuck it, at local levels or international level, when they could have been going to world level. Do you understand what I'm saying? Local, European or world, isn't it? And it's the coke, it's the ego, it's the lifestyle they get catapulted in, and the people around them. A lot of these lads already come from the rough housing estates where before they get into the smashing the boxing of a Saturday, they sat with everyone in someone's house getting weighed in off the coke. And all that shit's hard to leave behind. It's hard to leave behind, mate. Because boxing's lonely, isn't it? Depending on who you are. So I'm not going to keep on bringing the names up, but there's loads of examples where when these boxers, let's say caught by an agent, that's it. It's like the private life's over. And if they do get a chance to go out with their old mates, they overdo it because they know they're not going to be able to do it again for 6 weeks or 8 weeks or sometimes 6 months. Depending on who the boxer is, they go all over the world and shit, don't they? You've got some Olympians, you know, them Olympian boxers, they go through quiet, long, like fucking segregated lives while they're going through them fucking, all them, you know, trying to get the qualifications and the medals. But as I say, I'm not talking about everyone. You know, I keep on telling you, yeah, put your kid in boxing, but don't put him in boxing to become a fighter. What's the odds? Put your daughter into boxing. Don't put it in there to get her face smashed in. Put it in there for the training. You know, she's got the tools that if she's got to use it, she'll get the bottle and come out and use it. Do you understand what I mean? Go and put your girls in MMA classes. Go and but not with the intention of sparring. Not with the intention of contact. Not with the intention of becoming a fucking molly. Because as I say, the numbers are huge, but the spaces are small. And you don't want your daughter being led down a fucking path believing she's going to be the next fucking, whatever the names are. Doesn't make it and she's smashed in. Snoring and that. Nose gone. All these little things that, like, I don't think parents consider. It's fucking great that you want to put your kids in there and learn them how to defend themselves, but to me, putting your kids in there to get thrown in a ring and get a face and nose broken shit, that's not good, that. Give a shit who you are. All trauma's trauma. Every hiding's a fucking hiding. It doesn't matter if it's off your dad, your neighbour or a fucking boxer. A hiding's a hiding and it leaves a fucking stain on you. And if you're throwing your daughter in a ring and she's just getting her face weighed in, the damage later on, you need to understand it. All these boxers, mate. Trust me, mate. And I sit there as well, you know, and think, like, you see all these bare knuckle fighters, don't you? And you just see them getting weighed in. Doesn't matter if they win. Doesn't matter if they win. They've been battered, haven't they? Unless it's over in the first minute, you know, a tucker smack knocked them out. But if you're going 2 minutes, 3 minutes, round 2, round 3, you have been absolutely battered. Doesn't matter if you've won 10 grand and some shit belt that means fuck all in the real world of fighting. But what I think to myself is, what the fuck did they do in past life to be suffering the way they do now? What have they done in their past life to be suffering the way they're suffering now? Because it's suffering. Every kid that gets beat up like that is suffering for the rest of their lives, mate. And they go back out. Why? Most of them, you've got proper, hard, professional men that know too many of them hidings is not fucking good. And I'm not going to take too many fucking hidings. Need a little bit of a wage, I'm out of it. That's it. But then you've got coke fiends who think they're professional fighters. And they've got to keep on getting in there and they don't really want to. And they're just getting beat up. I always think to myself, I see some of them go, you deserve it. the way you've been in this life, I can only imagine the way you was in that life. And I can only imagine the shit you're going to go through in your afterlife for the way you've been in this life. That's the way it is. Honest, if you fucked up here, you're going to be like them, so getting the face stoved in every Friday night for 5 ton. Honest to God. It's what the majority of them do. For a YouTube. Again, I'm not hating people. But I believe the less touched you are, the tougher you are. And that's why you do all forms of martial arts, innit? To not get hit. So if you're getting hit every other fucking month, it is what it is, lad. I feel sorry for loads of them. You've only got to look at some of the boxing accidents, haven't you? It's a dangerous sport, mate. That BKB, that's more dangerous than boxing. In the sense of no protection on your knuckles and shit. And the way you get these cheats putting bandages on the knuckles, that's cheating in that BKB, that shouldn't be allowed. You know as well as me, it's like putting a leather glove on. You get a nice fucking driver's leather glove, nice tight, you hit someone with that. Same with a solid bandage, mate. You get a nice tight bandage round your knuckles, it's the same as a leather glove. If you've got someone without the bandage on, and then someone with the bandage on, you've got a cut in there off the roughness of the bandage. You got more of a grip onto the fuck. So it's all cheating, man. Yes, Julie. It's dangerous, lad. Some kids don't recover. You don't hear of the mad shit because they all get written into contracts and that, where they can't speak about the fight afterwards and shit. But there's loads of examples, isn't there? Yes, Carl Melvin Jones. Lady Emma. Hope you're all well, people. Just speaking about anything you want. What you got to do is ask the question and I'll reply. How are you, Shell? Carl Melvin Jones. Thoughts on Trent leaving, Daz, says Higgins. Has he gone now, lad? I've seen it on the news actually today, where all the Liverpool supporters booed him. Look, Gerrard likes to proclaim that he decided to stay because he was loyal to the club. No. Gerrard was told to stay or his family would get serred. So he stayed. Not the same level of gangster, but the same sort of fucking idiots. I've tried the same with Trent. 20 years of his childhood, his adulthood, committed, devoted, consistently to Liverpool Football Club. 20 years, think about that. He's not even that old a kid. He's been took off the pitch when he shouldn't have been. He's being treated like shit. He hasn't had his first team football when he should have been given it. He's been playing better than most and being subbed. So all these things have gone into effect for this kid. And I think it's the best move he could have made, to be honest.
It brightens and reduces dark spot coloration by 63% in all types of dark spots.
Think about it, mate. The game of football is experience. And if you can go to some of the best clubs in the world and be taught by the best managers on the fucking planet, that experience is like gold dust when Trent wants to start being managers and shit. Now, if Steven Gerrard would have followed his dream, he wouldn't have ended up at Glasgow. I'm not saying this is nothing bad. He wouldn't have ended up at these like mediocre low-level clubs and then at Glasgow as his pivotal moments and then fucked off and just went to bits, didn't he? If he would have followed his dream and went to where he could have went to, the experience, all this fucking stuff would have built his character better. Bring it back to the point though now with Trent. 20 years at the club, won the Champions League there, 2 Premiership titles there, all the little rewards in between and over the years, whether he was sat on the bench or whatever, you know, them sort of medals and that. I think he served the city of Liverpool. Fuck the Liverpool Football Club. I think he served the city of Liverpool well, mate. In what way? The way he's conducted himself, the way he's never been that party animal, the way he's never been that usual Scouse kid that you get. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your Danny Murphy, your characters, your Gerrards, like a good drink and wah. He might be like that when he gets older, but I can't see it. So good luck on the Scouser, mate. And that's it, at the end of the day, he's a Scouser, mate. Doesn't matter if he's had a good upbringing by his mum and dad. Look where he is, look what he's doing for himself. And most of the credit will go to his mum and dad and that anyway. You know, it's just perfect guidance. Why is he going to start turning against that guidance? And all your kids, all our kids, I've got the opportunity to become something similar. Not the same iconic sports person, but if you give your kid something and manage to keep him on that something and don't let the kids at school fuck him up and don't let the kids off the corner fuck him up and don't let no cousins or siblings distract him from what he should be doing, he can end up in 20 years just like this kid Trent. And he might be the best fucking computer kid in the world, or he might be the best fucking golfer, the best fucking, if it's all sport you're interested in, he can be the best at the fucking game if you keep him on the ball. Your kids are your future, aren't they? So I keep on screaming it. The kids are the future. You feeling lost? Watch your kid will direct you. Your kid will tell you what's going wrong. Trust me. You watch your fucking kid. Listen to what your kid's saying. And this is what a lot of us youngsters, I forgot, well not me, but a lot of young girls and lads are forgetting. But they rebelled, like they rebelled with their ma and dad, and there was a reason why they rebelled with their ma and dad when they got older. Because when your kids get to a certain age, they click on, you never look after me, you never got me this like them, you like treated me like shit while you were with that man or you were with that woman, It all comes back later on. So now what you've got in Liverpool is thousands of mothers sat alone in their houses. Why? Because they never raised the fucking kids the way they should have, and the kids know, you fucked us up, fuck off. It's what's happening in the thousands. Them parents that stick on the kids, stick with them, get them through the troubles, get them through the schools, stick with them regardless, back them to the fucking hilt. Them kids are still visiting their ma at 50, 55, 60, doing the shopping for her, making sure their house is fucking spotless and bossed. And this is how it works. You know, if you neglect your kids, you're neglected later. Don't get your shit in a twist. You see it everywhere. So look after your kids, man, because they're your future. Otherwise you're going to have some Nigerian there swiping your fucking ass for you, giving you body shots at the same time. Better having your daughter doing it or your son. Exactly. It's exactly what it is, mate. So say you've got your kid with you and you're just floating around like most Mars, or you're just doing shit and you're never going to see your ma, and the kids are never going to see Nan, and the kids are never going round to Nan's house or Grandad's house, and they're not having sweets off Nana or chocolate biscuits, or they're not chasing Nan's dog round the back garden. All these little things. When your kid grows up, if he's not got them, his kid's not getting that. And this is just separating the family. You know, the family tie, the energy. Jay Slay saying, what's he had? Had your bird a couple of times, mate. Fishy. Smells like mackerel. Mackerel, lad. The cheap stuff though, in oil. You know, messy. Leave stains everywhere and that. You know when it gets splashy and that, lad, and it just get all them little spots stuck on you. But she was worth it, Jay Slay. And don't worry, lad, she looks fuck all like you. We all know what you are, lad, don't we? Hey. Don't even need to mention what you are, do I, lad? There's a reason you're like that. Shy guy, isn't it?